Bill and Ted Face the Music is finally out, and I'm so glad I could finally watch it to save me from this horrible nightmare known as 2020. This is going to be one of the most upbeat, amazing, super lighthearted movies that I've seen probably all year, and honestly, probably all time. This keeps the spirit of the first two films in such an amazing way. I could not recommend it enough. So right now I'm gonna go through the movies, talk about a little bit of my favorite parts, go through some spoilers. But yeah, I'm finally give my final score because honestly, this is a movie that, as a huge Bill and Ted fan, I was super anticipating for so long. But yeah, let's get on to it. The music picks up several decades after the last film, and Bill and Ted are way older than they were when we last saw these characters. However, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter fit super well into these roles. This is something that I was super worried about when I first heard they were going to make this movie. I wasn't sure they were going to, fit as well into Bill and Ted. But once I saw the movie, I was like, oh my God, it's like they never left. This is something that seems trivial, but for me it was super important because I love these characters. I love this universe, and I'm super glad they pulled off this third movie as well as they did. This movie really keeps the spirit from the other two films, and it brings back old characters and it introduces some new ones that are also pretty good. They're actually super funny. I'm gonna give an example. Bill and Ted's daughters. So it's super funny because their names are Billy and Thea, and yeah, it took me a while to realize that the meaning behind their names because they actually they named their daughters after their best friend. So that is pretty funny. But yeah, the actresses who played these two characters are super talented. They actually were passionate about keep bringing the next generation of Bill and Ted into the screen. And I was super happy about them. I was super happy about the way this movie was made because it seems like Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter had so much fun making this. And that includes the producers, directors. It feels like they were super passionate about this project. This is not a just another cash grab. I think this is something this whole crew got together and said, you know what, let's make a third Bill and Ted movie, and let's make it the best movie that we can. The movie is pretty funny. Most of the jokes land, and if you enjoy the humor, the situations, everything from the first two movies, you're probably gonna love this one. Yeah, I think this is the type of humor that just requires you to sit back and just have a laugh, have a good time without thinking too much into it. And yeah, I think it keeps up with the spirit of Bill and Ted in a great way. I mean, this is pretty much the spirit of these movies. Just don't really think about too much about this universe. It's just there to have fun, listen to some great music, rock and roll and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I really loved this movie. I think this is a great entry in the franchise, a good closing for the trilogy. And yeah, I really recommend it. If you haven't seen Bill and Ted Face the Music, I think you should really watch it right now. But with seeing the first two movies, because yeah, they're really worth it. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna give my final score. So I think Bill and Ted Face the Music gets an 88 out of 100. Honestly, it's really good. It's great. It has a lot of funny moments. The characters are they're super taken care of. And I think if you're a Bill and Ted fan, you won't be disappointed with this movie. So yeah, I'm glad I could review this movie. This is my first movie review. If you enjoyed it, I'll probably make more in the future, if I get to see another movie theater again, because I really can't back here. All the movie theaters are closed. But I'll be looking forward to it. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.